Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play more Factorio. We're under attack by two guys. What are you thinking? Quit being crazy. I need an exoskeleton so I can run faster. Oh hey, we have an extra roboport. Sweet. Alright, yeah, I want to build lasers out here. Like a bunch of them. Like all over the place. And we're getting no complaints. It's not saying that there are jobs being not completed. It's not saying it. I mean, the robots are coming. They're on their way. Here they come. The swarm. Yes. You guys are awesome. Get your butts down here. From all corners of the map. Bring stuff down. Let's go. And we're going to just kind of tap as many of these things as I can. I'm not going to look at how much oil they make. I don't care. I just want all the oil. All of the oil. Gosh, I need to make more of them. 4 more. Okay, and then we're going to send all the oil to the right. That guy's going to go to the right. You're going to actually have to go bottom because you're going to butt right up against that guy. Lots of oil. It's going to be another building there. I guess kind of like up and center is really more the route that I'm thinking. That works. More pipe. No, not substations. No, not underground pipe. Regular pipe. It's a big group of bad guys there. Alright, I want... maybe substations would be better? No, I'll just use the cheap stuff. And we've got the new ones. Great. So you guys are all tied in. You need to tie in here. Rather than just do that. And then... actually... there's really not a big reason to spend a huge amount of effort on this, but... I don't know. That just kind of looks better to me. So they're all connected now. And then we can just go that way. Pump. Give me boatloads of oil. And since we are really close to enemy bases, we'll put effectivity modules in here to try to reduce the pollution footprint. And did I get rid of the, no, hey, look at that, I actually kept the thing. Oh, and actually we're inside a thing, how ideal. Yeah, just go there. Bring me things, slaves. It's still better probably to use like trains. Like this would be a much better train stop than having them all fly in it, but it's close enough, really. Yikes. Hard to believe they're coming from like somewhere way the hell out of nowhere to bring me one little item. Somebody's bringing this, right? Come on, get down here. We're making steel. That's good. Here, I'll just make it for you. Poor guys. And we've got 27 of those things on the way. Very nice. Just in case, I'm gonna just limit that chest. You never know. Come on, guys, bring them down. Where are they? 51 on the way. Drop them off. Probably having to recharge somewhere. There they are. Alright. Oil. Yes. This thing actually can't keep up. Look at that. So I know it's going to be working the whole time. Looks like we're going to need multiple oil stations. Ideally, they would all output into the same spot. So I think I'm going to make sure that that happens with inserters, which I actually have. Only thing is that I don't have... Kind of makes it hard for me to reach with a requester chest. We could just make, this could work. Again, I need to get into the habit of just using transport belts more. Because transport belts are good. They really are. Robots are good. Transport belts are good. Combination of all of them are good. Okay, so you'll still request 50, but you'll also load that track up, which will give these ones to them. And then they'll just box up the oil, and it all ends up in the same spot. So, eventually, once the robots... I don't know, once we have more plastic and I can throw down more roboports everywhere and get the power going. I think we're still being bottlenecked by a lack of... This one's got it's got first priority on empty barrels, but got 50 on the way. I'm not even paying attention when we get attacked. I don't really care. Attack me all you want, jerks. Okay. Every now and then they're bringing me circuits. Look at that. We can build roboports. We've got a spare roboport. Just in general, I think it's probably a good idea to have roboports all over, but it should also be in really high traffic areas, so that they're more likely to be able to recharge. So I guess what I'm going to do is just, if I see multiple... making the network bigger, I think, is just going to make the problem even bigger. So if I see spots where they're just congregating, we'll just throw down extra roboports. And that way they can charge up faster. Especially up north, because I think that's where the vast majority of the traffic and the queue is right up here. Because all of the logistic robots get this idea in their head that they're going to come up here and they're going to help move the ore around, and And then they all just stand around like idiots. There. Charge up there. Or here. And charge up wherever the hell you want. Just charge. Power usage. That's a lot of lasers right there. Or no, that's, what is that? Accumulators, actually. Lasers are just occasional. Blues, the roboports, they take a lot of power. Apparently doing that extended the range, and the construction robots, they're quick to respond, you know, they could hop right out, get to work. However, I insist that with enough roboports, we can get them all working. None iron is getting down here, which is part of the reason why that's not working. We have 12,000 iron in the system. I think that we're not gonna... Let's try not grabbing quite so much. God, they're fast. I mean, they made business. Holy crap, those construction robots. From everywhere. My God, there's so many of them. 1,400, so there's a couple hundred of them then. I find it very strange how it just says available robots. It should say, like, total robots, and then have a list. Like, you have this many of these, this many of them are available, and you'll have, you know, 2 types. Just show me both types. Okay, so still waiting on advanced circuits, but they are being made. There's just no one to deliver them to us. So we'll build more roboports. I should actually consider making a roboport construction thing. Yeah, that's totally what we're going to do. We'll have robots making robots. You can make roboports. So are you. Which means that you need steel. Obviously you need advanced circuits. And you need iron gear wheels, apparently. So request like 50 of each. I will throw in some steel myself. And I'll make some iron gear wheels for you or something. And obviously I'm going to limit this to, like, no, even 50 is insane. Let's limit it to like 5. So if there are fewer than 10 roboports in the network, don't work. So you'll have 10 in the box that I can request to me. And yeah, maybe productivity modules? It's not usable on this. Alright, fine. Even though you're probably not going to work very often. You're working all the time, so... There you go. Did I end up putting productivity modules in everything? Can't recall. I think I did. On all the important ones. Especially like the purple ones. I want to make sure we had those. And what's this nonsense? This is an old... Oh, this was an old copper mine that's totally dried up now too. Alright. Even more to get rid of. So I don't really need the fuel to come down here anymore either. They should pick the fuel up off the track. So clean everything up. There's a tiny bit of stone here and there. What do you guys have there? What is that? Coal? Okay. Seems fine. Bunch of copper ore that I don't think is requested anywhere. Still need more roboports. Look at that. I've got one in my inventory. Are these guys actually making them? I'd be so happy if they were. 15 circuits. I mean, they're part of the mix. So, they'll get made eventually. You know? I mean, they'll get their fair share of advanced circuits. They'll just kind of reserve it for that. We aren't having, like, blackout issues, are we? No power constraints? 42 megawatts so far. Over the last hour, solar is our largest producer. And during the peak of the day, these are turning off, so we're kind of okay. But if I had a large enough solar field, then we could just not have any real issues with it. And what the hell, since we're not using this space right now, I know it's not going to be symmetrical. Let's just add more. Oh. Now it's going to start beeping at me all the time. 85 solar panels. Still low on steel, I'm imagining. That or, you know, I think we've only ever had just the one thing in making solar panels, which is just not really enough. And yes, we're always low on steel. And copper. And circuits. I mean, it could spit them out like crazy. The problem is, it's not that it can't make them, it's that it's just one requester chest, so it doesn't really draw in enough. Maybe we should bump up the requests. I feel pretty good at going up to 100 now. You know, with 1,200 or 1,300 robots, whatever we have. I feel like 100 should just kind of be like the default request size. It would be really cool if you could set logistic stuff globally based on, like, the number of robots in the system or something. Hey, look at that! 600 robots are available. We've caught up. And they've charged. Or they're in the process of charging. 600 of them went home to go to sleep. Yay! I'm thinking it's the spare roboports up here that's allowing them to get more work done up here. And so now, these are all working. Looks like we could still use a little tiny bit more. We also could load it up down here too. But that kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do. Alright, well, I am going to take a break here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, as always. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.